Count to 10. Have you ever heard of that before? Count to 10 before you respond. Your spouse, your kids, they get you upset. What are you supposed to do? Count to 10. It's about slowing the process down, listening, then responding with correct reaction. From psychology to counseling to our teachers in school and even our parents, they all talk about the importance of listening. For you that are out there with several siblings in the house, I'm sure you can relate what I'm about to tell you. I grew up in an all English speaking household, but I swear at times my parents picked up another language. When they were a little upset with me and they were trying to get my attention, I heard this unintelligible noise screaming out of their mouths. Rap-a-da! Man, I could still hear my dad's voice today yelling at me, Rap-a-da! Rap-a-da! If you can't tell, I had an older brother, Randy, and an older sister, Pam. Rap-a-dan. That's what he was trying. He's trying to get my attention. Dan. Now that I have kids of my own, I completely get it. Sometimes I'll even throw in the first syllables of my wife or my dog's name just for good measure. My parents, school teachers, all of them just wanted me to slow down and listen. They all believed that if I were to slow down and listen, I might actually learn something. Well, I'm still working on that today. With all the noise going on out there in society, from TV, Spotify, 7-second vines, social media, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, we have to figure out how to get beyond the noise. On our college campuses here in the U.S., more than 1,000 students suicide each year. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's all it takes. Count to 10. When you get back on campus, I want you to go onto that campus and I want you to count to 10. I want you to count 10 students. One of those students has most likely made a plan to take their life. That's right, 1 in 10 college students have made a plan to kill themselves. What about counting to 10 in your lecture hall or financial aid office or the registrar? Julian Treasure, in his TED Talk, talks about this importance of listening, and he makes this statement: listen consciously to live fully. I highly recommend this video, by the way. Listen consciously. In other words, listen with intention. Say it with me. Listen with intention. Go ahead, you can do it. Listen with intention. I believe most suicides happen because we rarely listen with intention. I mean, have you ever heard it said about a student who's suicide? They were such a nice boy or a nice girl. They were so happy. I never knew anything was ever going on with them. Society around is producing so much noise that it makes it difficult to listen with intention. What are you hearing when you grade a paper? When you read an essay? A student is talking to you after class. What are you hearing? Are we too distracted? Too busy? I want to encourage you today, begin to listen with intention. Listen to what they are really saying. I mean, are they saying things like, life would be better without me, or I have no purpose, and I don't know why I even exist here on this earth? I want you to begin to start listening through their writings. Are they writing about dark things? Listening to their behavior, for instance. Are they beginning to disconnect? Is there a shift or a change in their behavior? Listen to your gut feeling. If your intention has proven you right in the past, if your intuition has proven you right in the past, just don't ignore it. So here's my challenge to you today. I double dog dare you on this one. When you get on campus, in your lecture hall, financial aid office, the registrar's office, count 10 students. Count 10. And remember that one of those may have already made a plan to suicide. Then choose at that moment to listen with intention. Here's another very practical thing you can do to remember this. I want you to take out your smartphone, make it smarter, right? And I want you to set it for 10 a.m. That's right, 1000, 1000, 10 a.m. Every time it goes off, remember that 1,000 students that will suicide each year on a campus near you. And count 10 students in front of you and choose to listen with intention. You just might save a life today. Together, let's eradicate suicide on our campuses. Next time, what I'll be talking about is what to do when you listen with intention and you hear something that alarms you. What do you do then? Until then, remember, live life greater than us.